Noah's Ark uncovered, the flood, the Ark, and God's promise. The story of Noah's Ark, as told in the Bible, is a profound narrative that not only highlights God's judgment through the flood but also His mercy in providing a means of salvation. In this video, we will delve into the reasons behind the flood, the divine purpose for the Ark's construction, and the everlasting covenant that God made with Noah, marked by the sign of the rainbow. God instructed Noah to build the ark because humanity's sin had reached its peak. In Genesis 6 verse 13, we read, "The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence." God's justice was about to be enacted, but He offered mercy to Noah and his family. The ark was God's provision for salvation in the midst of judgment. The flood was God's judgment against sin and violence. In Genesis 7 verse 21, it says, "All flesh died that moved upon the earth." The flood was not a random event, it was a purposeful act of judgment against corruption and rebellion. However, it also demonstrated God's grace in providing a means of escape for Noah and the animals. In Genesis 6 verses 19 to 20, God commanded Noah to bring 2 of every kind of animal, 1 male and 1 female, onto the ark to preserve life during the flood. These animals came from every species, including birds, livestock, and creeping things. For some animals, God may have guided them to the ark, while Noah and his family worked to gather and care for them. The flood lasted for 40 days and 40 nights, as described in Genesis 7 verse 12, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Some wonder how Noah and his family could care for all the animals in such conditions. While the Bible doesn't provide specific details on how this was done, many believe that God provided for the logistics of the situation, allowing the ark to safely carry all the creatures through the floodwaters. After the flood, God made a covenant with Noah and all living creatures, symbolized by the rainbow. In Genesis 9 verse 13, God says, "I do set my bow in the cloud." The rainbow was a sign of God's promise to never again destroy the earth with a flood, and it serves as a reminder of His grace and faithfulness. Genesis 8 verse 4 tells us that the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. This region is located in modern-day Turkey, and many expeditions have sought to locate the ark's remains. While no definitive evidence has been found, the ongoing search speaks to the historical significance of the flood story in the Christian faith. Some have speculated that the incense Noah used on the ark might have put the animals into a state of hibernation to help them survive the flood. While this idea is not found in the Bible, it's an interesting hypothesis that raises questions about how the animals were cared for during such a long period. Noah brought 2 of each kind of animal, not every species as we know them today. The Bible's kind refers to broader categories, like dogs or cats, which could then diversify into various species over time through natural adaptation and geographic isolation. This process of microevolution allowed animals to adapt to their environments, leading to the millions of species we see today. This diversification reflects God's original design for creation to multiply and spread across the earth. The story of Noah's Ark highlights God's judgment, mercy, and faithfulness, showing His justice and provision for salvation. The covenant with Noah, marked by the rainbow, reminds us of God's steadfast promises and His love for His creation. John 3 verse 16, "For God so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life." It's crucial to remember that God does not wish for anyone to perish. In 2 Peter 3 verse 9, it is written, "The Lord is not slack concerning His promise, as some count slackness, but is long-suffering to you, not wishing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance." God has provided a way for us to avoid separation through Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content on biblical teachings and the Christian faith. Until next time, stay safe and God bless. To learn more about inviting Jesus into your life, please watch the next video.